Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Technic Trials with your host, Nighthawk. We're over here at the Ender Farm right now. I thought we'd do a little bit more work on this and see about getting some more spawning pads set up on the top level here. First of all, I want to do a little bit of work down on the bottom. You can see I brought over a transmutation tablet and a energy condenser so that we can make our raw materials easily, as well as just a general storage chest. And these aren't really their final locations, but they will be suitable for now. So I thought we'd start by setting up a fence around the perimeter here. I'm just trying to figure out what the best way to lay this out is going to be. Because really I don't want to end up where you can just walk over it. And I think this is going to, I think this will do okay, because you can't end up jumping over it with the, once we put all of this stuff overhead. And I'm going to turn down the game sounds just a bit, because those Endermen dying are really loud. Let's try that for a bit. So I think what I like and what I think is going to work is we're going to use the fences just one level, or just the half block down, and that should provide a fairly decent perimeter for us. And what we'll do is we're just going to take this line of blocks out here real quick. And I still have to put the rest of this around. And I think I want to keep this here. Although that would leave an opening in the gate, or in the fence without a gate, which would be kind of weird. Maybe I'll change how I get to the ladders here and open up this side. I think that'll make more sense overall. Let's put those in. And we'll go around the other side here. And once we get the gates, or get the fences added in all the way around, then we'll go up top and start doing some work up there. But this will at least allow us to safely move around directly under the spawning platform. Ran out, and well, I can transmute to it easy enough. This works. Whoops. So basically, the ender balls are more or less going to end up being a fairly infinite source of EMC for us for this project. So we don't have to worry about running out of materials, really. There we go. That's not what I wanted there. So we don't have to worry about, if we drop some things over the edge or anything like that, which will make this a whole lot easier. We do need to make sure that we put half slabs on any of the parts that are not going to have the fence or something else on them, so that we don't end up with spawning locations that we don't want. We want to make sure our Endermen can only spawn at the top of the tower, at least while we are here. When we're working up top, they can actually spawn on the killing floor, but there's not much that we can do about that. And we're just going to cruise around the edge here, like so. And we'll make this a little bit wider here in just a moment. There we go. Whoops. That didn't work as planned. And I just about ran right off the edge there. That would have been very, very sad. And there we go. Let's go ahead and put our half slabs in. Like so, all the way around to there. And get our fence in. That's not where I wanted a fence. I should make an axe for chopping the fence posts down, but not this moment. So I did end up forgetting to bring more red alloy wire, but I think we should be able to set up... Whoop, there we go. We should be able to set up our teleport pipes to draw those resources in, and also just as a little bit of an atonement for all of the materials, the diamond armor and stuff that I grabbed, that I cheated in a little bit with NEI. There's a whole bunch of ender stones that I'm just going to toss off the edge here. Like I said, the only reason I even did that in the first place is because, well, once this thing is up and running, the resources are pretty much endless anyway. But can't just take things totally for free, so a little bit of atonement there. Anyway, gonna go ahead and put these up here. I should put the diamonds away too, just in case. I also have a bucket of water. Once we get the roof section done and spread out this along the track a little ways, we'll cover the whole thing with water just to keep it from being a valid teleport location, so that our Endermen that have fallen to their almost doom with the switch flipped the other way. We'll flip this way. When they fall to their almost doom, they can't teleport away over to behind us or anything like that. It will not be a valid teleport location. Grab a little bit of XP real quick and then switch it back over, because we don't want to have them just hanging around too much, especially when we're working up top. So now I need to get this bag on my hotbar. I'm going to put one of the sticky pistons over here so we can, and a pressure plate so that we can make more of them as needed. And, oops, let's go ahead and condense a few. Going to take a little bit longer than it would otherwise, just because, well, we have so much individual stuff here, but we can speed things along here a little bit. So each ender ball is apparently 3 sticky pistons. So that'll give us a pretty good supply for a while. And let's grab some of these. And we'll let it make more sticky pistons while we wait, or while we work up top. The other thing that we need is to get our other alchemy bag and a wrench out, and we should have a teleport pipe, and hopefully, do I have a request pipe? Well, that figures. So much for that idea. That does me no good at all. So I guess I will have to go back and get a request pipe before we can do all of the wiring. But I guess we could do the... Actually, you know, we'll do some of this the traditional redstone way, I guess. Why not? We're perfectly capable that way. let's see here. This would be easier with Kleinstar. So right now, you can see there's the ender ball on the outside. That's because currently the the spawning pads are not fully protected. So there's actually spawning space that is not inside of the it's not inside the spawning pad, or it's not where we intend for things to spawn. So that you can end up falling off the wrong part of the platform. I'm trying to get enough EMC to see if I have a Kleinstar programmed here. Maybe I have one in this bag. Because what I'm going to... Oh, I do have one. Because I'm going to need to be able to convert between EMC for matter and fuel. Let's go ahead and take this. Burn. There we go. Grab some redstone. Now, let's see if I can remember how to make repeaters. Make sure that this is taut. And let's see here. We need... I guess I could actually look. This is the item I need, so 3 stone, and I need regular stone to do this. So we'll just toss some stuff in here. Okay, so 3 stone, 2 torches, and a bit of redstone in the middle. Gives us a repeater. Teach that to the transmutation tablet. And that should be enough for a little while. So we'll go ahead and put our redstone. Actually, we need some of that redstone. We'll make sure we have one of the repeaters. And we already put that bag away. So we should be good to go to get started on our next platforms here. So what I need to do is build this out just a little bit. I just about ended up running right off the edge again. There we go. Let's go make some more. Okay, put this in. There we go. So, not an ideal path, but it will serve its purpose for now. And let's climb all the way up to the top. I'm trying to get this all situated so that Enderman can't climb around up here too much, but as you can see, there are some spots. He's pushing me up. Haha, he died. So you can see they're spawning up on top of here. As we build this taller, we remove that possibility by making it so that there's not enough room. Wow, he actually climbed back up on the vines. So if we push him off, bye. And we're just going to knock him off the other way. While we're excuse me, while we're working up here, we shouldn't have to worry too much about Endermen coming up. They can't spawn within a few relatively close range anyway. So we should be okay on that. Now, let's get some stuff. I should bring up an alchemy chest just to put some of this stuff in while we're actually working on it. But I have not. So, let's see here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just about fell off there. We need to go 2 blocks back from here. So we're going to take this out like so. Whoops. Get this all situated. I will probably end up replacing. We'll do this one level with traditional redstone. I think I probably will replace it to match the far side, and I'm still trying to come up with a good way to build both a disable sequence and a reset, so that if we need to come up here to do maintenance, then we can disable all of the pressure plates so that you can't get knocked off of them by accidentally stepping on any of them, or if we need to reset all of the pistons, we can trigger a pulse that will extend all of the pistons and then retract them, so we can make sure that they all have their wool attached to them properly. If you've watched BOO's videos and Generic Bees, they recently were doing some work on the Ender Farm on the Minecraft server, where there's several pistons that had lost the wool. It had became detached from the piston. So that's kind of what we're trying to. What I'd like to have a way to reset all from the bottom, and I'm thinking of using wireless redstone and having two triggers, one that would reset and one that would disable. So for the traditional way, we just alternate between repeaters and redstone, just like so. And we don't have to configure anything on the repeaters, it's just directly placed and we're all good to go. See, I do know how to do regular redstone too. So there's that part. And now we just need to add wool blocks. No, get back there. Whoa, I just about backed right off the edge. Okay, so that is one layer complete, 100% finished. Now what we do in order to make sure that Enderman can't spawn on top of here is we're going to go up a couple more levels. So we're just going to go straight up like... So we want it 2 above, so that Enderman cannot spawn on this level right here. So we go, and then this level right here, this should be the right one. Let's see. Up one more. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think I could put it there, or I can go up one more level. And I think I want to go up one more, because I still want to be able to move around between these platforms. So we'll go right here. This comes out to there. And we just repeat the same process over and over again until we get this as high as we like, and producing as many Endermen, whatever rate of production that we so desire. So we just fill this in just like so. And I'm going to go ahead and build this part of the platform on both sides for this next level. But I'm going to just put half slabs on top of it so that it will be disabled as a spawning area. And then we also need to come out this way. The end caps are still necessary. We shouldn't have to worry too much about them falling and landing on these edges, even though there is space for them to do so. We shouldn't have to worry about it too much, just because the pistons should push them towards the middle most of the time anyway. But we do need to have those end caps in order to make sure that they don't restrict them at some points from ending up on the edge there. And there's that part. Put our end cap in. And we'll also need to bring... I'm still trying to figure out the best way to set up the access to each floor. I'm thinking that I will have the opening on the sides here and just continue the tower. Let's see, maybe if I have it on both sides. Actually, that sort of makes sense. And then continue the tower straight up this way. With the ladders like so. Then I just need to make this kind of corral area on each level. Okay, so... Whoops. There we go. Hop up here. I'll go ahead and stick a half slab on the top of that so I don't forget. And we're going to come out to this way. And just fill in this level, and then I'll go ahead and put slabs on, and we'll go back down to the bottom and take a look at things. And right now, this is mainly just to keep them from spawning on top until we're actually ready for them, until we're ready to build the next levels. I do want to take this much, much higher, pretty much as close to the... Well, I think there's a distance limit of about 40 blocks, or no, it's got to be more than that. Probably something like I don't know, 100 blocks or so away that they can spawn. But in any case, I do want to take this up as high as possible, or at least, I'll build it up until there's Endermen spawning faster than they can be killed when they're in the XP grinder mode. And we'll also need to make I didn't bring enchanting tables or anything like that over here yet, so that's still on the to-do list. Apparently I'm out of those. Well, that's annoying. I think I know where I can get 3 of them. Just by doing a little bit of creative temporary work. Let's see, this should be... This should be too high right here, so they can't spawn there. Okay, so they can't spawn here, so that part's safe. Now let's go up. Whoa! Yikes, I just about fell off. Apparently I missed catching one of them. Let's see, down here. There we go. And back up to the top. I really shouldn't jump that way, but oh well. So now we have 2 levels of spawning or I guess really 1 level of spawning area that is complete, and anything that spawns in them will get knocked straight off and down. So yeah, there's that part. So let's drop back down. You can see when I was putting ladders on, I ended up with ladders all over the place. I do want to build I want to build access to each level of this, or at least in spots anyway. So we'll have to figure out a good way of doing that. Let's get rid of all of these excess Endermen here, which is going to be a pain because most of these are actually real ones. I just want to let it actually spawn I want to let it actually work as a spawner and see what we're getting just with this very small amount of spawning space. Let's see, they can actually reach me where I'm at right now. Let's get some food so we're regenerating health. You die. And we should be close to having this all cleaned up. There we go. And now we can see how these guys actually are doing. Whee! Okay, so now gonna take a look at the recording time real quick. I think we're right about the end of this episode. Go ahead and toss some more of these in. So this is kind of now you've seen the traditional redstone way of doing it, and kind of getting more of an idea how this is all going to shape up. Going to start building some of the shelter area and make sure that all of the area underneath is actually built out and protected properly. Get more ender pearls, and yeah, it's shaping up quite nicely. We'll build out a whole bunch more spawning area later on, and improve our access ladder system at some point as well. Don't know that I like this setup entirely quite yet, but I don't know, I might move it to the side here or something else. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, I hope you guys are enjoying this series and getting some ideas for some projects of your own. Love to hear comments, suggestions, and any ideas of stuff that you guys would like to see built. I would love to hear them. I will hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.